Hello guys, welcome back to Sun Crypto. In today's content, we're going to talk about Bitcoin, and we're also going to talk about Ethereum on a macro scale. So we mainly are going to focus on the macro view, as we basically been saying over the last few days and so on. Bitcoin, it is likely to correct, right? After the 50-day cycle, after the new 50-day cycle starts, right? I gave you a warning last week, right? The first, I think, second week of the first week of February. Okay, we said the 50-day cycle going to close on the going to close like a February 19th, and we're going to start a new cycle on the 20th. Okay, so we could see a potential correction, the first week of the the 50-day cycle, and that's what we're seeing right now. We got rejected just about 57 58 range right here, exactly at depending which exchange you're using. Okay, on Bitstamp the high was like a 56,399, right? But on Binance and other exchanges, you could have the next week high was like 58,354. So give or take, let's say 56, 58 to 56 area, right? So pretty bullish candle right here. So I did not expect like the next candle to just open and pump to the upside. So it has to go through some accumulation phase, right? And we're experiencing right now the some accumulation, right, over over the last like 3-4 days and so on. It could last longer, so it could be moving sideways for the next like a few days and so on. It could go all the way to let's say the first week of March, right? So right now, if we go back to the 50-day cycle, what we said was like the cycle is very bullish, and I said it when BTC was like at 28k. Not sure if some of you guys new to my content, so I just have to repeat it, right? If you take a look at the cycle right here, right, that's the first cycle of the year. That's the 50-day cycle right there. So the bull run just started. Okay, that's all I'm saying. We just started the bull run. If we're going to be continuing the uptrend, that could be the start of the macro bull run. Okay, which is like January 1st. So if you take a look at it right here, we opened the cycle just about like a 27.7, right? Give or take, right? 27.7. Nasdaq monthly candle looks ugly. We're gonna take a look at the Nasdaq later on. Just remind me, right? BTC and GRT to the moon. Everything going to the moon, man. Even XRP will go to the moon. So if you take a look at the 50-day cycle, it is very important, guys, to try to understand what's going on, and that way we're going to be able to project some macro targets. So far since like September, we've been pretty accurate with the macro cycle, because we moving exponentially fast. Okay, we're moving very fast to the upside, so we cannot basically trade the market in like 5 minutes, 10 minutes and all of that good stuff. If you want to try to trade the market in like the 5 minutes time frame, 15 minutes time frame, that's a different story. But what we're talking about right now, it is like the macro scale, like a 200k 300k BTC, something like that. Okay, so can BTC drop down to 40k? Yes, that's just going to be short-term trade. That's not it is not what we're looking for, basically. Okay, a 40k BTC, I wouldn't be rushing, right, to short the market down to 40k when I'm going to be looking for like a 80k, 100k and so on. So I'm not looking for any basically any short-term like a short trade. Okay, as far as like a shorting the market, not looking for any shorts, right? So right now, you take a look at the 50-day cycle. We opened the cycle just about 28, give or take, right? And we did retest it, right? As I said, on a weekly basis, right? If you take a look at it back then, right here, right, was actually right here. Well, this sucker is big right here. So right here, okay, that's the green line you're seeing like on the 50-day cycle, right? That's the open, right? So as you can see, the first week, right, the first week of the 50-day cycle pump all the way up to 41,000. What we said, we still bullish. Okay, market dip all the way down to 28. We said we're not going to close below 28 because we're in a bull market and the cycle is pretty bullish. Okay, we just have to suck it up by the dip, and we're going to take it to 50k most likely. you know, the bulls gonna manage to close above 50K, you know, in the first 50 day of the year, the 50-day cycle of the year. So that's what we got right now. So we're getting a slight rejection. So if you go back to the 50-day cycle, you can see like it is pretty bullish. Okay, I don't see any like any crazier setup right now. The volume is pretty low. We only like 5 days into the cycle, so we still need to give it like enough time. Okay, but any dips within this candle, it is going to be a good buying opportunity. Okay, even if like we drop all the way down to 30K, guys, I don't see us dropping down to 30K within this cycle, right? Anything can happen, right? But I'm not prepared, I'm not looking forward, right? But if we do, I'll be buying the dip. Okay, I'll be buying the dip if like we drop below the previous 50-day cycle lows, right? Retest it, similar, basically same thing we did last cycle. Okay, we opened at 30K, pump to 40K, and retested 30K, then pump up to 57, 58. Okay, so I think like market, it is still on an uptrend if you take a look at the macro cycle. All right, so one thing also we just have to talk about, it is like our 3-week cycle, right? The 3-week cycle, it is still green, so we might not even close the 3-week cycle red. That's one of the reasons why I'm also bullish. Okay, as you can see, a couple 3-week cycle ago, right, the January 1st to January 20th cycle, we did drop all the way down to like a 30K after the retest of 41. What I was saying, like it is likely, okay, bulls gonna be buying the dip and not going to close the cycle red. Okay, right now you can see like the cycle was green. Right now, at the moment, right now we're trying to break below the cycle open, which is like give or take like a 47 and so on. So I don't see us basically closing red all the way down to 30K within this cycle, because we're gonna close the cycle in like what on the 3rd, right? So which is like 6 days. Okay, so it is going to be crucial, right, within the next 6 days, trying to close the 3-week cycle. All right, so just keep that in mind, guys. So sucker is it is still pretty bullish on the macro scale. So let me take a look at the chat room. Somebody says let's go to the moon. So some of you guys ready for 75K. Who's ready for 30K? XRPG in the house. Jimmy in the house. Video in the house. Thanks a lot. VV. Hey, MEF 666 in the house. 666, you're the biggest bull. Benjamin is basically saying RSI weekly on BTC. The end of wave 3, Elliott wave 3. We will take a look at it on the weekly. The RSI on the month, I'm paying attention really on the RSI, but on the monthly time frame, not paying attention to the the lower degree on the RSI. I think like I'm looking for like a RSI to hit 99, 98, 99 on the monthly, right? And I talked about it like 2 years ago, right? One of my macro view when BTC was like, I think like 5K, 6K back in October 2018. One of my macro view when I was calling for Bitcoin 300K, I was saying like next bull market we could be seeing like a RSI to hit 99. Let's take a look at RSI on a monthly, right, before we go, and then we're gonna go back to our 3 weeks time frame. So if you take a look at the RSI right now, we at 89. Okay, 89 is pretty overextended. So cooling off, I mean, it is just realistic, okay, to expect like BTC to cool off, move sideways, 40K to 50K area, reaccumulate again before the next leg up. Once again, guys, when these suckers start pumping, right, it's not gonna look back. It doesn't have time to say, hey man, I want you to buy me again. All right, it's just gonna pump, and then it is gonna force you to buy it at 65, 70k, 80k. Just same thing. I said it on BNB when BNB was like a $40, $30. I was saying, guys, just huddle this sucker. Okay, buy the range $30 to $40, because we got a target up to 275. Right? So why basically worry about like BNB dropping down to 32 or like dropping down to 28 when your target is like a 10x? You see what I'm saying? So that's the same thing with BTC. Okay, I don't expect 10x right now, right? But I would expect like over 3x over the next like a few months, right? So I wouldn't be worried about like a 20% drop, 10% drop, 15% drop. Okay, I just huddle and wait for the bear market. The bear market will tell us if we need to sell. Okay, otherwise you're going to be selling now. I'm not giving any financial advice, but bull's going to be selling now and going to be buying again when the RSI is almost like a 99, as you can see right here. So the RSI seems to match previous bull markets, right? As you can see right here, back in 2018, the RSI double tap at what, 96, right, give or take. Right there we double tap around like 96. So right now we're not anywhere close above like a 90. Okay, so if we can close below 90 this month, that's going to be very bullish. So it is going to give us enough juice, enough strength to pump up the market next few months and so on, right? So not sure if at the same time we're going to be following a declining slope on our side. That's going to be a good question also to answer over the next like a few months. But let's just see what we're going to get over the next few months. Okay, even a dip down, guys, on the monthly RSI, it is still going to be bullish, because we could expect something like that, right, before the next leg up to the upside, potential double tap also, right? So I think like BTC, once again, guys, sucker is very, very bullish, and I don't see any bearishness as of now. And on the macro scale, at least on the low degree, once again, okay, we got the 2-day 21 EMA, and we also got the 3-day 21 EMA just about. Let's double check right here. If you take a look at the 3-day 21 EMA, it is just about like 39.8. So dropping down to 39.8, it is still going to be another reaccumulation phase, right? I'm bullish right now. If we drop below 48, 46, we could be looking for another strong reaccumulation at the 3-day 21 EMA and 2-day 21 EMA, right there. As I said previously, when market was dropping right here, you guys remember I was very bullish when the rest of the market was looking for like a 24, 25, 22 and so on. I was like, guys, let's not play with with the fire. Okay, BTC is on fire right now. Let's not play with it. Stay with the trend. As long as we're above our 2-day 21 EMA, sucker gonna be likely to pump much higher. All right, as you can see right here, back in 20k, even most bulls started to panic right there, right? I was not panicking. My premium was not panicking. Even right now in my premium, we're not panicking. Okay, we're not panicking. All we're doing is just huddle. We've been holding like since 14k, 13k area. Okay, did not call any short trade. Okay, even though like BTC was dropping right here, what we said, we're gonna buy the dip right there, 30k, 307, and we're gonna sell at 38, 39, and we're gonna buy again 307 all the way down to 293. Okay, so all we did is just buy the dip. That's the easiest way to go with the market right now. If we're gonna be in a bear market, that's going to be a different story. I'm not even gonna be bothered. I'm not gonna bother myself like a long in the market. As you can see back then right here, we were just calling short. We just been shorting the market. Right now it is not time to be shorting, because the gain, okay, the probability of the market going higher, it is there. Okay, so it is always good to go with the market. It is always good to go with the trend. That's going to be your best friend. Okay, it is going to be your best friend as long as you basically want to go with the trend, right? I don't check anything else, man. All I check is my macro view, right? I don't check no money indicator. I really don't. Okay, all I check is my EMAs, okay, my MACD, my RSI, 21 EMA, right? 100 EMA, okay? And my big cycle, 50-day, 21, 3-day, weekly, and all of that good stuff, right? It's been working very fine for me, right? I'm not saying anything else doesn't work. I'm not saying the money flow doesn't work or anything, but if I try to incorporate it right now after the trend already started, I might see something like that is, you know, gonna show me like a potential bearish setup, okay? And I'm gonna be very confused. You see what I'm saying? So as long as my setup is working, I'm not gonna change it, okay? I'm not gonna change it, right? I'm not gonna change it, and I'm very bullish. And one of the reasons, once again, I'm bullish, I'm gonna repeat it, right? As long as BTC is above the 21 EMA on a 2-day basis, MACD positive, I'm gonna be 90% bullish, okay? MACD could cross bearish, and I'm gonna be 70% bullish, 30% bearish. If price action breaks below the 2-day 21 EMA, 3-day 21 EMA, I'm gonna be, you know, more than 50% bearish. You see what I'm saying? So, and be looking for support and wait for the price action to break above the 21 EMA again. I'm gonna be over 90% bullish. That's easy. That's easy. That's what we did right here, right? Even though I was bearish, right? I could be, you know, very I could be like, oh man, I want to stay bearish till BTC drops down, but I was not, okay? After my setups started to play out beautifully on the upside, I just gave up the bearish setup, okay? And I was like, okay, we just have to invalidate the bearish setup and, you know, go with the bullish setup, because sucker is very bullish, okay? No need to be having any egos, right? Saying, oh, I gotta be right and all of that good stuff. I do not care about being right. I just wanna basically take the right setup, okay? It's not about being right or wrong. It's not about being right or wrong. It's not about basically trying to find the top. I'm not looking for the top, okay? I'm not looking for the top, because you won't know where the top is, right? Where the top is, until basically it is gone. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to say is, like, if we find a support right here and we test the double top, right, and break below the 21 EMA, I'm gonna be like, that's the top. But I don't want to call the 57 the top right now. As I said it right here, don't call 42 the top, because remember, our target was 42 to 44 when BTC was at 20K, right? We said we're going to pump to 42 to 44, which is 0.618 extension of the first wave, right? Let's go ahead and take a look at the first wave again. I mean, alt will not bleed. I mean, alt are still pretty bullish. Alt will be pumping. Alt next wave could be right around the corner, okay? It is most of these alt, I mean, I don't know why people are calling for a bleed. Most of these alt, they up like 600%, 800%, you know, 1000%. I don't know why people are still calling for alt season. We already in an alt season already here. I said it back then, like early January, when somebody was saying, oh, we're waiting for alt season. I'm like, if you're waiting for alt season, you know, you're waiting for the wrong thing. You're already in it, right? So remember, when we were calling for 42 to 44, right? We were calling it when BTC was at what, 20K, guys. When most people have been calling for this wave to be 1.618 extension. So if you do it on the log scale, not log scale, but if you do it on the regular scale, can't even get it right now. Yeah, if you do it on the regular scale, right, 1.618 extension was at 21. So you guys remember, most analysts, okay, one of the most notable analysts was saying like 20K, right, 21K, right, going to be the top, and then we could be retracing down. He was correct regarding the 1.618 extension, but the market did not care about like the regular scale. The market is moving on a log scale, right? So you just flip it back to the log scale, and you can see, like, if you flip it back to the log scale and you basically change your Fibonacci, right, to log scale, you can see, like, bang, we got rejected exactly at 42 to 44, and we said cleanly, guys, in my public group, all right, I said, you know, we're going to be retracing down to the yearly low, right, give or take plus minus 1, 28 to 27. That's exactly what we did. And now we're looking for the next wave to the upside, and that wave I'm looking for 75 to 85. Okay, so that's not a short-term target. It is not a short-term target. It could take weeks to basically get to 85k, right? So hey, what's up, Jams at the water cooler in the house, man? How's your boy what's his name again? I forgot his name. I forgot his name. James at the water cooler, the Kirby. Okay, how's your boy Kirby is doing? I think Kirby is still bearish. Haven't watched him for a while, but I don't know. Hopefully he's not. Yeah, but pay attention to your basically you know, the macro scale, you know, log scale, right? Log scale, not regular scale, because once suckers start pumping, guys, it just never stop pumping. Okay, it never stop pumping, right? So let me take a look at the chart room. So we talked about the 21-day, you know, cycle, right? And basically, just to conclude the what we said regarding the 3-week cycle is like the bias right now is like bullish, right? We're looking for a cycle to close green, right? Most likely it is likely to close green. Even if we close red, guys, it is going to be okay as long as we do not close red with a big red volume. You see what I'm saying? So if, like, let's say Bitcoin closes below 46, let's say 46.40 year, just about 46, right? Candle gonna be red. But if, like, we close it with a low volume, low volatility, bang, that's going to be very bullish. Okay, that's going to be very bullish over the next, like, a few weeks and so on, right? We're gonna talk about the we're gonna talk about the 21-day. We got a beautiful support at the 21, but the 21-day it is on a macro view. It is not one of the best support, right? Yeah, it can resist the drop, but it might not resist it forever, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at the daily time frame. So if you take a look at the 21-day right here, we still got a very strong support. But one thing I just don't like, I don't like low volume, right, at a support level. I just don't like it, right? So and we already got a bearish crossover, but once again, this bearish crossover, they just give you like an extra just about 30% bearishness, because most of the time you're gonna get a support at your 21 EMA with a retest of the top, while you're basically MACD crossing bearish. You see what I'm saying? Same thing, you know, just like what we got right here on a daily basis, right? So I knew exactly what was going on. That's why I was so bullish right here. So that's why I was very bullish, like a price action reversing while MACD is staying bearish, and then you cross it, you know, you cross your 21 EMA again, right? Double crossover, right? Not double crossover, but back above the 21. We were very bullish, okay, and we were calling it anyway. We were calling this move, this double bottom right here, we were calling the, you know, the retest of our 40k, right? So right now we could get a potential fake out. I would call it a fake out. I don't think like the next move to the upside going to be the initial uptrend. It is likely to drop back down. If we push back to 57, it is likely to get rejected. So I think like we're gonna be in another accumulation phase, right? I could be wrong. Sucker can basically break out and go to the upside, right? But the main thing, what I'm trying to say is like the trend is bullish, but the it might not be ready for the next leg up. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm anticipating, a potential 3-way move, right? It might not be that. It might not even do that. It might just do something like that, right? And drop down to the 2-day 21. Okay, drop down to the 2-day 21 and find support right there. Okay, and just like that right here. Okay, so as long as we can basically find support at you know, the 2-day 21 EMA, even down to the 3-day 21 EMA, sucker gonna be still bullish. Okay, but let's see, it could break the 21 EMA. It was a perfect support, but as of now, this low volume as support area, it is not a good sign. Okay, it is not a good sign in the short term, right? So weekly time frame, bearish engulfing. Let's take a look at it. It's gonna be okay, guys. I think we're gonna be okay. So I love this weekly engulfing candle on a strong uptrend. Remember, guys, that's not the first time I'm calling for a reversal after a weekly engulfing. Right? Remember. So right here, we did have a weekly engulfing right there. What I said, I'm bullish, guys. I was bullish. I was saying buy the dip right here, 16.1. I was calling for buy the dip. You don't basically sell the dip on a weekly engulfing. Okay, you don't sell the dip. You buy the sucker, right? And we reverse back up. What happened right here? We did the same thing. Right there, we bought the dip right here, right there also, right? 30K. Okay, 28. What we did, we bought the dip right there. We bought the dip. Okay, so all of these candles, okay, they were pretty engulfing. They were pretty engulfing. So that's what I'm saying, like any dips from now on, okay, down to like a low 40 to the down to the 2-day 21 EMA, going to be a buy. This candle might not even close engulfing because we got 3 more days to close this candle. Okay, so yeah, that's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay, we got over like 72 hours. Okay, not, yeah, 72 hours to close the candle over 3 days, right? So it is not time to be shorting it. Yes, it can drop, but I wouldn't take the risk to short it unless I'm doing a short-term trade. I'm taking a nice short down to like a 44, 45 and get out, and not try to before you get caught up short in this market and sucker basically gonna reverse, right? So yeah, but you're right. Just to confirm your potential bearish view, right? You're right. It is a weekly engulfing, but I'm not gonna play that game. Okay, I'm just gonna stay with my 3-day time frame, right? Could drop, yes, but it is still going to be bullish, right? It is still going to be bullish. Exactly right here, as you can see right there, what we had was like a 3-day engulfing, right? We got a 3-day engulfing. You see what I'm saying? 3-day engulfing, 3-day engulfing. Okay, so I think we, bulls are in good hands. Hey, what's up, Miss KP? Thanks a lot for tuning in, Mr. KP. So weekly divergence on our RSI, we do not have, let's say, we do have some divergences, right? We have one, okay, on our RSI, but not on our MACD, okay? So that's what I'm saying. It is very, very complicated, right? The 3-day time frame, not weekly, but the 3-day time frame, we don't have a divergence, right? So let's say I'm trading the 3-day time frame, right? And you're trading the 3-day time frame, right, at the same time, but you're only using your RSI right here, right? You're gonna be like, okay, I'm bearish, all right, I'm gonna be shorting the sucker, but why didn't you short the sucker right here? Right there, it was also pretty bearish right there. Why? You see what I'm saying? So you just don't know at what price level you're gonna get the exact top. Okay, you're not gonna just gonna jump and say, oh, that's a top. Yeah, right. So if someone is trading MACD, that sucker is still gonna be bullish, right? Gonna be buying the dip, but this sucker gonna be shorting the market, right? So who's gonna be right? Who's gonna be right? Right? That's what I'm saying. Just be cautious. But however, if we had like both of them bearish, I would be very bearish. Both MACD and RSI on my 3-day to 2-day time frame bearish, showing like a bearish divergence. I wouldn't be, I wouldn't be in a bearish already, right? If you take a look at it on the weekly time frame, no bearishness right here. Okay, so how do you explain it? Okay, which one should you go by? Okay, should you go by based on your RSI, your divergence on your RSI, and ignore the bullishness on your MACD? You see what I'm saying, right? So it is a fair argument, right? You cannot just say sucker is, you know, giving me a bearish divergence. You're gonna get these, okay? That's how bull market keeps pumping, okay? You're gonna get these bearish divergences, and sucker gonna retrace down and pump to the upside. Even if you go back, a very good example is like the 2017, not even 2017, but 2019 right here, okay? But 2017, you can see like market was just pumping to the upside based on divergence, okay? Okay, got multiple one of them, okay? Oh, you know, divergence, okay? You got one right here. Let's just do this, right? That was like December, right? January 2016, March 27, right? What you got a divergence on your R side. Let me just remove the sucker. And you got this. Okay, after what you got, support from the 21, bang. Okay, support from your 21, bang. Okay, so and you also got another one right there. So it is hard to go by divergences, right, during a bull market. It is really hard to go by divergences on your, so every divergence, support from your 21, bang. Okay, so but hopefully a sucker is not going to do the same thing, because we got the divergence right here, right there, right? If sucker drop all the way down to the 21, that's going to be at 30K, right? So I think we basically already done with Bitcoin. Let's see what you guys want to talk about, right? Yeah, I think I already answered your question, Mr. Brown. I don't know why I keep saying Miss today. Maybe it's because of XRP, Queen XRP. Wave 1 starts at 6K. I mean, yeah, let's go back and take a look at BTC on the high time frame. So the waves, the wave 1, my wave 1, I don't know about your wave 1, right? But my wave 1, okay, starts at 3K. Okay, my wave 1 is at 3K. Okay, that's the wave 1 right here. 1, right? Wave 1 at 14K. Wave 2 starts at 38, and then wave 3 was actually at I was calling the wave 3 to be at 47, but on a 50-day cycle we haven't seen any correction, right? But 1.618 extension was right here, and we called the drop down like to just about like 27, 28, and then we're looking for wave 5 on the macro scale right now. Okay, potentially it might not even be that way, because we don't know if wave 3 is done. We're just speculating. 1.618 extension doesn't have to be wave 3. It could be 2.618. We just don't know, because we're not even seeing any correction on the 50-day cycle yet. Do you see what I'm saying? We're not seeing any correction like this, right? Or even like that. Okay, where we're going to be moving sideways for like 150 days. You see what I'm saying? Or at least like 100 days of sideways correction, and we're going to call it another wave. So we could speculate, right? We already got wave 3 on the lower degree, like let's say 3 week cycle. Not even on a 3-week cycle. We have to basically take a look at it on a 7-day cycle, where we're going to call this a wave 3, right? That's what I'm saying. Like when you're doing your Elliott waves, you have to basically determine which time frame you're using. Because if I'm using the 50-day cycle, we're not even yet at wave 3. Okay, potentially. Okay, wave 3 could be somewhere around here, like 150. Do you see what I'm saying? wave 4 could be somewhere around here, just speculatively, right? And wave 5 could be at 300K, right? Does it make sense? You got your wave 1, wave 2, wave 3 at 150, wave 4 somewhere around here, and wave 5 at 350. Not 600,000 though, guys. I don't want to be such a moon boy. Right here, that's also possible. You cannot basically discount it, right? You cannot discount it. And in terms of trend lines already, right, we do have a nice upper level trend line, right? We might not care about the bottom right now because we just want to focus on the top. So we're not going to be spending too much time like try to draw the support trend line, right? So we can just ignore the bottom trend line right now. This one right here, we can just ignore it. But if you want to make the chart looks good, right, we can just add it to it, right? So if you take a look at it right here, for somebody who doesn't trade Elliott waves, right, we just have to respect that view also, right? Got 1, 2, right, and 3 somewhere around here, which is basically could be anywhere around like 200 to basically 300K, right there, depending how fast we go. Okay, depending how fast we're gonna go. So it could be anywhere around 300 to 200K. I know those numbers are pretty big, but guys, this sucker is moving on a crazy pace. Okay, it's moving fast. Okay, it's moving very fast. Okay, that's pretty impressive, right? You just have to believe it. If you don't believe it, you're not gonna see it. That's it. Easy. If you don't believe like BTC can hit 350K, you're not gonna see it. Just like if you did not believe like a BTC gonna hit 50K, you would already sold, or you're gonna be buying. You're gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna be waiting for a retracement like most people, right? Remember, I was a bear at 10K, but I was not a bear above like 11, 5, 12, because I was already looking for 30K and so on back then. Same thing right now. We're looking for over like a 200K if market going to be pumping at the same pace. I mean, that's the thing. We have to be very careful. Bull market, okay, does not retrace like 50%, 0.618. Bear market retraces down to like 50% to 0.618. So you have to be very careful like with the bull market. When you want to take a look at, like me personally, I want to be careful. Okay, I'm not looking for 50% pullback. It just doesn't make sense for me, right, to call for a 50% pullback. Then I'm going to be calling for another short-term bear market. Do you see what I'm saying? Even though we could be still in a macro bull market, but we could be also in another short-term bear market where we're going to be looking for another bear market like that from 14K down to like, let's say 6K. You see what I'm saying? But bull market doesn't retrace 50%, 0.618 and all of that good stuff. As you can see, the bull market we started from like $200. We never seen like a 50% pullback, okay, all the way up to 30K. I mean, actually 20K, right? Sorry, right? So I'm not saying we won't get it, all right? But I just want to be fair, right? And say, you know, it is a possibility, right? But my personal conviction right now is like, if we have to retrace down to like 35 or like, I mean, 35 is not that bad, but like, let's say 24 or 20K, that could be another potential bear market where we're going to get a big three-way move down, all the way down to potentially even 10K, right? And we're going to have to change our view and just look at it as a 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, something like that, with a big wave 5. But this move going to be a bear market. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not expecting a 50% pullback, 0.618 pullback right now. But the possibility is there, okay? The possibility is there, okay? Can we take a look at XRP? Yeah, we're going to take a look at XRP. But we just want to focus on BTC today, right? Before we talk about anything else, right? Make sure we talk about everything. we need to cover, because it is going to be very important. Sometimes like when market is moving very fast, I won't have time like to do this analysis, because sucker is pumping every day, like 500 to 1,000 points, so you have to stay focused, right? But right now volatility is low, market is moving sideways. That's the best time to do your analysis. That's the best time to pick your alt. That's the best time to strategize. That's the best time to basically focus on the future. You see what I'm saying? When market is moving sideways for like a 2 weeks, 3 weeks. But most people don't understand, like market has to take a break. Just like you take a break and go to sleep, right? You have to suck it up sometime, okay? Market have to markets have to take a break also for a couple of weeks before another leg up, right? Are you weekly for you? Okay, that's great. SXP and vet short term. Daniel in a house, Cully. Alexandra in a house. AVX, we're gonna take a look at AVX, Bitcoin SV. So let's go ahead and take a look at Ethereum now. So is it realistic, guys, to call for Ether 10K, or even like me calling for 17K? So let me know what you think. Okay, are you expecting Ether to go above 10K? Okay, and all that good stuff, right? Ether Polonius. So is it realistic, guys, to call for Ether 17K? And 17K Ether right now, Ether is about, like, let's double check Ether market cap. Ether market cap, it dropped a lot, just about 175 billion, right? So you're looking at a $15,000 Ether will take us about 1.5 trillion. Okay, 1.5 trillion. Is it realistic for Ether to be 1.5 trillion? I don't think that's a lot for Ether, right? When you take a look at like the potential of the anti-crypto market cap, 1.5 to 1.8 trillion market cap is realistic, honestly. Okay, it is, at least for me. Okay, you might disagree. I don't have anything against you, right, if you disagree, but I think over the next like a few months, we could potentially see at least 1 trillion Ether. Okay, 1 trillion Ether. Okay, so, and that's gonna put, let's say, Binance, right, somewhere around like 150 to 120 billion. I've been talking about Binance when Binance was like, I'm not trying to pump Binance, but I'm just looking at the trend of the overall market, right? That could put Binance like over 150 150 billion, which is like 10% of Ether. Okay, so at least 10% of Ether, right? So you take a look at it right now, Binance is what, about like 20% of Ether market cap, right? So if Ether gonna hit like 15, let's say not even 15K, but let's say 10K, right? So you would be looking for Binance to 10x also, okay, over $2,000. Okay, so, but let's try to break $800 first. We're gonna take a look at Binance later on. That also at the same time, that would put Cardano, right, above like $10. Okay, above $10. Okay, Cardano over like 300 billion market cap, which is roughly around like 30% of Ether market cap if Ether pumps above 1 trillion, right? So Cardano is in good hands right now. Polkadot is in good hand, and I think XRP gonna do well also, right? I don't think like XRP gonna be sitting down like 20 billion, 10 billion. I would say at least 500, depending, okay, how the market going to be, depending on the total market cap, right? I would say 500 is a lot, but could be at least 20 to 30% of Ether. because if you go back to last bull market, XRP was like 15% market share. Had it had a 15% market share, just like Ethereum back then. Okay, they both peaked at 120, something like that, 120, 130, right? So, and 1 trillion market cap for XRP. Whoa, guys, it's not going to be 589, but it is going to be close to $30, right? So let's go back to the chart. So, and take a look at Ether. So Ether, I mean, we do not, the thing with Ether is like, for Bitcoin, we do have like two resistances, right? One at, I think, 11 and one at 11K, and the other one at 1.5K right here, and the other one at 20K. But for Ether, we just have to rely on the support trend line, right? And try to mimic the support trend line and try to draw another parallel channel right here. It is not going to be the best one, right? But that's the best we can get, right? So we just have to suck it up. So if you want to draw it differently, that's okay, right? You can basically throw mine away. But as of now, we just have to suck it up and just use this one, right? For me, at least, right? So, and just trying to draw a parallel channel, right? So for those of who like to basically use channels, right? We could be looking for another retest somewhere around here, guys, at some point in the future, depending how you want to draw it. So that's what I'm saying. It is so subjective, right? It is so subjective. But let's just suck it up, right? Okay, let's just suck it up. Okay, we could see a potential resistance somewhere around here, which is like 15 to 17K. Okay, 15 to 17K on the macro scale. That's a 50-day cycle. Once again, we just closed above a previous cycle high right there, 944, give or take, right? $900. So right now we're looking clean. Okay, we're looking clean. So the good news also is, like, guys, take a look at the 50-day cycle. Back then, Ethereum was moving sideways for like a 360 days right there. Okay, and take a look at Asnos. We got a small close above the all-time high right there. Right here, right? Asnos, we got the Asnos, we closed above all-time high based on 50-day cycle. Take a look at the next cycle. Started like what? February 20th, 2017, right? That's a second cycle of the year. Always opens at February 20th, right? Bang, bang. Okay, that's what I was trying to tell you, right? Why February 20th is very, very important, right? So right now, you take a look at it right here. We just closed right above the all-time high. So I don't see like Ether basically dragging. Okay, it could drag maybe the first week, second week, but we could potentially see another continuation over the next like a few weeks, right? So that's a macro cycle. So let's see if we're gonna be reversing over the next few weeks, right? Next cycle gonna close like April. This cycle actually gonna close April 10th. Okay, April 10th. So Ether, guys, on the macro cycle, any dips, it is gonna be a buy. Okay, I'm not selling my Ethers, right? I'm not selling it at all. I'm not selling at all. Let's see. Yeah, so guys, we just have to suck it up and reaccumulate. It's nothing wrong going through a bear market. I know most people are going to be very pissed. We're going to go through a bear market, but I don't think nothing is wrong with a bear market. I mean, we just have to suck it up, right? If we're going to go through a bear market, we just have to trade the market to the downside, right? Short these suckers, all right? all the way down to the bottom, and then basically wait for reversal. That's it. Just play the next cycle. I wouldn't be afraid of a bear market, right? John Morgan is in the house. Buzzo in the house. Hassan in the house. Dr. Meng, thanks a lot for tuning in. How long would I wait to buy Bitcoin? I mean, like guys, I just said it, man. The macro could go all the way up to 350K. I'm not telling you to buy now, but guys, just like at 30K, most people have been waiting for 25. You might be waiting for a 10% drop, and you might end up buying at after another 100% move. Okay, I think like guys, sucker is bullish. 50K, 40K, 42 is the same thing on the macro scale. It's kind of like somebody saying like, oh, should I buy at 12K or should I wait at 10K? Man, I just say buy the sucker. Okay, don't play that game. Okay, don't play that hungry game like that, trying to fool the market about 10%. This market is so volatile, guys. Like 10% drop is nothing. Okay, 10% drop in this market is nothing. That's why I'm saying when you're leveraging, have to suck it up. Even 2% sometimes is high. 2x is high sometimes. You have to basically even add more margin to your position to make sure you cover yourself enough if you're looking for a big target to the upside, right? So even 2x is high sometimes, right? Because these suckers can drop 40%, 45%, and you're gonna be out if you do not put your stop loss. Bitcoin Cash still. Hey, what's up, JG in the house? Craig, thanks a lot for tuning in. Craig is in our premium. Dr. Mank, Buzz, in our premium. I mean, we've been bullish on Bitcoin, guys, since like 12, 14K, right? And we haven't been selling at all. So I don't see like why we should be bearish, right? Even if we drop down to 20K, we're still up like over 80%. And you're not talking about like the short-term trade you be taking in between. So you see what I'm saying? So I'm not long in Bitcoin like from 12K to 50K. You definitely got to close your position, hold your Bitcoin. It's not like you close your position and waiting in fiats, right? In a bull market, you don't want to be waiting in fiats, right? You want to be in the game, okay? Even if you don't take a position from like 30K to 60K, you still double your money. You didn't double your Bitcoin, but you double your money, right? So Ether BTC. So let's go back. Let me go ahead and take a look at some of you guys' requests. I think it is already 1 hour, and we're gonna try to go back, go for another live stream tonight for all season. Let's see. I'm just gonna go. Hey, what's up, Spider? Thanks a lot for tuning in. Speedy. Zilliga, it is still holding strong. So let's start off. I'm gonna just choose some of you guys' requests like BCH, Bitcoin Cash. Let's take a look at Bitcoin Cash BTC because it has a better chart in terms of support. So Bitcoin Cash BTC, it is still struggling, guys. It is still struggling, so we need to break out from this downtrend. As long as we basically keep dropping, we're gonna be suffering. So it is still bearish short term, but since like we're in a wedge pattern, it is good to be buying the dips. Okay, it is good. I mean, not financial advice, but it is good to be holding the dips right here. Okay, especially versus BTC. It means like you're holding some BTC, Bitcoin Cash is dipping versus BTC. You take some of your BTC and you buy Bitcoin Cash. That's what it means. That's what it means by buying the dips versus BTC. Not holding some fiats and then Bitcoin Cash dumps, right, versus BTC and you buy it, right? So because sometimes it can dip, right, versus BTC, but it might not dip in dollar. You see what I'm saying? So thanks a lot, Thanks a lot. 46 zebra. I don't know why 46, not 47. I'm messing with you, man. Yeah, thanks a lot, Goon 031. Thanks a lot, man. Shavar, thanks a lot for tuning in. So let's go ahead and take a look at my boy Litecoin. Sucker is still Sucker is back to reaccumulation, right? So we did well last time on Litecoin. On the last dump, we waited like forever right here, but you know, it ended up paying off, right? Buying the dip like 128, 130, 140, and we, you know, took it all the way up to 250 nearly, right? So been bullish on Litecoin after the big drop. I'm still bullish on it. It can still drop lower down to like a 150, 165 to retest the reaccumulation right here, right? But the upside target, it is still going to be the same, the next wave up. It might be very slow. As you know, Litecoin is one of the last coin to pump, so you just have to suck it up, be patient with it, okay? Be patient with it, because it might not give us a V-shaped recovery. As I said right here, I was like, Litecoin could, you know, retest the bottom, give us a divergence, right? So, and as soon as we flip bullish right here, I was like, guys, it is time to suck it up right now. We could move very fast, right? And that's what we did, okay? It wasn't as fast as Uniswap and all of that good stuff, but we got the job done. That's the most important, right? A 60% move. And if we've been accumulating right here, you take a look at it, that's like 85% move, 88% move. All right, so you're not missing out anything. It is moving slow, but you still got your profits. Okay, so haven't been trading NAM. I'm not holding any NAM, and I haven't been trading it, right? So NAM hit resistance right here. I think that's what we talked about last time. Hit resistance at 1400 sats, right? Closing basis right there. Yeah, support going to be at 800 to 900 right now. That's going to be your support area, which is the 21 EMA on a 2-day basis. Let's see. Guys, if you're new to my content, right, you know exactly what to do. I haven't said it the entire live stream for some reason. Hit the likes. You guys did a good job, man. For 50 likes, that's not bad. So hit the likes, you know, subscribe. Make sure to hit the notification, guys. It is very, very important. We got 97 watching right now. So if you're one of those like people like who just joined and did not hit the notification, make sure to do so you get my notification, right? Especially my short-term updates when market is very, very volatile. You want to get those, okay? So, and at the same time, you want to get my updates, my you know, surprise, not surprise, but my live streams, right? And all of that good stuff. So make sure to go ahead and do it. It is pretty easy, guys. I ain't gotta show you how to do it. All of you guys can do it. I'm pretty sure, right? If you guys can buy BTC, you guys know how to hit the notification. So, thanks a lot, Haki. Make sure to like, sub, and subscribe. I mean, like, sub, and join my public Telegram group. Link in the description. And we got a scammer in my Discord channel. I'm not asking anyone whatsoever, not even one XRP. Don't send me anything, okay? So I'm not asking you anything, okay? Unless you basically, you know, looking to join the premium, you basically you know, send me a message, right? But make sure you send it to the right send, okay? Make sure you send it to the right send, because there is a scammer and you don't want to basically be sending anything to anyone else, and you know, you're gonna be, yeah, you're gonna get doomed, right? So let's see, vet, somebody want to talk vet. It is still bullish, guys. If BTC going to hit above 60k, vet gonna do well, because one of the reasons why I like VET is like it's not dropping versus BTC, right? Since like November, it's been moving sideways. So if BTC pumps like, let's say 4x, VET already pumped 4x, right? So if BTC doesn't pump at all and VET decides to pump versus BTC, VET gonna be pumping in dollar. You see what I'm saying? So we're looking for another 2x move versus BTC. So VET, it is still bullish. It is still a good hold. I don't think it is even good. It is a good time to be day trading your VETs or something like that. It is. I would just suck it up, put it in a ledger, and forget it, because it's been moving sideways. When once we start the big move to the upside, that's when you want to start taking profits. I don't think like it is a good time right now to be even messing with your VET. Even a drop versus BTC, it is going to be okay. We're just going to go through another reaccumulation phase and go for the 10x. We're not looking for 50%, 10%, and all of that good stuff. Okay, we got target all the way up to 313 range. Okay, and once we break 313, we're going to take a look at the next leg up, right? Because we definitely could be getting $1 VET or even higher. Underestimate the power of a bull market. Okay, so for instance, we've seen XRP 50,000% gain last bull run. Now you see Matic, right? It could go for a 50,000% gain this bull run. It is already at 20 cents, so it could get to like a $3.50. That sucker, right? And that would give it like a 50,000% gain, which is like 500x, right? So don't underestimate the power of a bull run, and don't underestimate the bearishness of a bear market, right? Because when these suckers drop like 90%, 95%, you're gonna be like, wow. Okay, they will drop next bear market. They will. Okay, it's not a guarantee, but they will pull back at some point in the future, right? Any thought on UMA? I mean, UMA is too new. We did have UMA is too new, but just for a short-term trade, right? We did have a target right here. Did hit it. It looks like it wants to come back down, so it is still a good hold. If you took some profit, let's say you bought one UMA right here and you bought another one right here, got a nice average, it pumped all the way up, you take your two UMAs back, still keeping some, I think you can still suck it up and look for a reaccumulation, right? So it is pretty new, but I'm looking for another V-shaped recovery. So we have to find the bottom first, right? Because right now we're breaking below the 2-day 21, so that's pretty bearish, right? That's what I'm trying to tell you about BTC. If we break below the 2-day 21, MACD crossing bearish, that's going to be bearish. So UMA is bearish right now. Okay, we needed to stay above the 21 for the recovery. So let's see how long it's going to take us, right, to regain control of the 21. You see what I'm saying? Right, so it might not drop all the way down, right? So just give it some time, right? XLM. Let's take a look at XLM BTC. So XLM still the same. Still looking for another move to the upside. Just need to break above this 1200 sats, right? And we could be looking for higher prices later on. Okay, so same thing with XLM. We're breaking below the 21 EMA, so need to just be cautious. Just have to be cautious right now to regain the 21 EMA again. Okay, and then we're gonna be looking for 2000 sats and higher, right? But it is back to reaccumulation. It is not impulsive to the upside right now, right? So UMA, Alpha, let's take a look at Alpha. I've never touched that boy. I've been seeing it like flying all over the place, but did never touch it, right? So Alpha, it is back below the 2-day 21. Just got rejection right there. So Alpha, same thing, have to be cautious, right? So support level to look for, it could be potentially this trend line, depending how strong the current level is, right? Let's take a look at it in terms of Fibonacci. Let's take a look at the second wave. Okay, already broke 0.618 right there. If you want to take the anti-wave, right, we're at 0.618. So we could definitely say alpha, right, it is at a very strong level right here, and that could be already wave 4 right here and wave 5 right there. That could potentially be it, and we just have to reaccumulate right here. So we just have to watch it, right? 2500 sats, we don't want to break below it strongly. Yes, it can wick to the downside, right? Because if we break it, we're gonna be, we're gonna be dropping all the way down to 1400 sats. Okay, so keep that in mind. So give it time to move sideways right here. So Litecoin update. I mean, Litecoin, I just talked about Litecoin. It is still it is back to reaccumulation, right? So back to reaccumulation. Hopefully you caught the 165. We talked about it last time when Litecoin was right there. We said anything below 180 all the way down to 165 going to be a buy, right? So the good news with Litecoin USD is like we're still above the 21. However, if we break it, guys, we're gonna probably have to suck it up all the way down to the previous support area right here. I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to drop all the way down to low $100, 110, 120, but my primary support level I'm watching right now is like 160 to 150. Okay, so because we already retested 155, so I just want to include 150 range, right? But mainly 165, right? Because we're still above the 21. MACD is still bullish. Okay, so what else? Tron, Gold, LTC. Hey, thanks a lot, KP. Just have to suck it up, man. Sometimes just have to pay attention to the macro view. If you pay attention to the macro view, you're not gonna worry about like 10%, 30, even 40% drop. Guys, if you've been in crypto since at least 2019, 40% drop is nothing in this market. Okay, it's nothing in this market. I mean, it is something. You're gonna lose something, but what I'm saying is, they tend to happen like very fast. Okay, so Tezos is back to reaccumulation, right? So double move right here low. So let's see what type of reversal we're gonna be getting. Okay, immediate resistance going to be just about like 13 to 14,000. Okay, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there, right? We're gonna get there. We got the bearish crossover right here, so but it's okay. Got the bearish crossover. MACD below, price below the 21, so reaccumulation again, right? I spent what I was able to lose, so you're not losing anything, right? If you lose what you already. Yeah, I mean, it's only January, guys. Most of you guys gonna be trading crypto the next 5-10 years anyway. So I don't know why you guys are getting anxious, right, about these prices dropping. Crypto is very addictive, so it doesn't matter if you're a millionaire. It doesn't matter if you're a billionaire. Once you start trading these suckers, right, it becomes a habit, right? Like you just love doing it, right? Who's this sucker? CKB, I don't know what it is, right? Never traded it, never look at the chart. So let me look at the BTC chart. Okay, yeah, the BTC chart broke resistance right there. It doesn't have enough history, but it seems to be following the market. So give it like a few more days, right, to see if, like, you know, we're gonna be able to regain the that 37 sats pump, right? But support is right there now, 24, even down to 21 range, which is like 8-hour 21 right here. So we need to break above the just recent high, which is like 24, right? Late February. Wabi. Let's check the big cycle. Nervous. This guy making me nervous. That's how it's been around since 2019. So it's really been, it's really been down since like since like October 2019. So still on a downtrend versus BTC on a macro scale. So that could potentially be the start of a new bull cycle if we can break above this trend line, right? So as I said, so it is saying right now it is at 30 sats for some reason. Yeah, it is at 30 sats on Binance, right? So yes, you know, if we can stay above this range, right, of 21 sats, that's gonna be nice, right? Yeah, it looks nice, man. Even on a 2-day basis, it looks nice. Right here. That's the move we're getting from Tezos, but Tezos move is just overextended right here, right? So if you asked me like a couple days ago, I would have tell you, like, you know, look for a breakout. But that's just the current signature, the current market signature right here, right? So ADA, I'm still bullish on ADA BTC. So we're looking for higher prices for ADA. We're looking for 3,000 sats. As I told you guys, I'm telling you guys, sometimes you just have to suck it up. Like if you've been bearish on ADA, we weren't bearish. We said, you know, I didn't even mention ADA because ADA is a spot buy. It is a hold, right? We got target at 3,000 sats. ADA was, I think, like, you know, last couple of days when we dip all the way down to like right here, right? We dip, that was 16, right? A couple of days ago, we dipped all the way down to 17. It is still a hold, okay? We're likely to hit 30,000, I mean, not 30,000 sats, but 17,000, I mean, 3,000 sats, right? We are at 23 right now. Just got listed on Binance. Ether, Ether, we talked about Ether, did not talk about Ether on a lower degree, but Ether, it is still a hold. I'm not looking to sell at all. Can it drop lower? Yes, we're just losing. We're starting to lose the 2-day 21, so that's not good at all. So we could anticipate lower prices for Ether. So let's see. This candle gonna close in an hour, so that's not good at all, right? So let's take a look at the daily. So we're gonna be looking for right here a retest of the 1300 or even down to the daily 100 if that's the case, okay? But let's see what we're gonna get first after the retest of 1340, okay? 1340 right here, because the only moving average I could trust right now, it is either going to be, let's check our 50. I don't pay attention to 50, but yeah, we above the 50 right now. We're above the 50, so we could get a nice reaccumulation right here between 50, right, and 100. Okay, so mid-range definitely going to be 1300 basic. Okay, can it drop lower? Of course, right, it can drop lower, but we just have to suck it up. Might not break the 50-day moving average. As you can see last time right here, we got a support from the 50-day, the 50 MA right here. So right now we're above it. A slight dip below it won't change anything. Okay, it's gonna be okay. So Ether is back to another reaccumulation phase, right? So BZRX, I'm just going to check the BTC. I think you're asking for USD too, but the BTC is back to support level right here. Right. So we did hit all our target for BZRX, right? 1000, 1400. We just did not hit the 2000 after we upgraded it. So let's see what type of support we're going to get at 800 sats again, okay? So it is on a strong downtrend right now, so I would like to give it like few more days to reaccumulate or show us another bullish pattern. Yeah, we're below the 2-day 21, so let's give it like few more days to give us more. So AVX is back to support versus BTC. So we at the 2-day 21. We don't want to break it, right? MACD already crossed bearish. That's the first retest. So we could, okay, that's one of the reasons why I was bullish on AVA USD also, right? So we could try to anticipate this move to the upside, okay? So another reversal. So let's see what type of pump we're gonna get. MACD might not flip bullish again, okay? It might not flip bullish on the next move to the upside, but we on a nice wedge pattern on a 2-day basis, right? So AVA could potentially see a rebound, okay, if we do not break below like a 55,000, and 52,000 range. Let's take a look at algo, and we're gonna call it a day. So guys, if you are new to our content, before I call it a day, you know what to do, right? Don't forget to hit the likes, okay? So algo BTC, I'm looking at it on Coinbase. Yeah, algo BTC back below the 2-day 21. So similar to BZRX. I mean, that could potentially be a good news for BTC. These are to dropping below the 21 EMA after they pump. It means like the money could be flowing into BTC, right? But it is short-term bearish right now, so we have to wait for algo to see if algo gonna be pumping versus BTC. All right, but it is short-term bearish. Okay, MACD cross bearish, price action closing below the 21. Okay, so it is either reaccumulation or sideways correction or continuation to the downside, right? Aeon, we bullish on Aeon up from the bottom 150 to 200, right? So Aeon, it is still a good hold. Okay, it is still a good hold. We talked about Aeon when sucker was right here. I gave it to my premium. I was like, let's buy this sucker 200, right? even 250 is going to be okay. I meant to send the setup when it was like 200 to accumulate like 200 and 250, but sucker pumped afterwards, so we just suck it up. Okay, we said we're gonna accumulate right here, so it looks pretty good. We're gonna be looking for this range, could potentially go all the way up to 600 700, but the main range to break once again going to be like 500. Okay, so we're doing pretty well with Aeon. So buying, if you bought anywhere around like, you know, low 200 sats, you're already 100% up. You can take your BTC back and just let the rest of the Aeon go crazy. Long-term target for Aeon, got a target all the way up to like 4,000. Okay, so it could take a while, but you know, if you double your money already, you can just let the rest go. That's the power, you know, of you know, holding sometime long term. You put half a BTC into Aeon, 200 sats. Right now it's like 500 sats. You got, you know, more than one BTC. You take your BTC back, you let the other BTC go crazy, you know. Zen. So Zen is correcting. Yeah, it is at resistance right now, so it is at resistance, so I would wait for it to break above like 130,000 sats, right? And you could look for further move to the upside, right? So it means that you just have to suck it up and hold some BTC till we break above this range. Okay. Alright guys, thanks a lot for tuning in. I really appreciate all your likes. We got 61 likes, so all the Moon boys hit the likes. I think like the Doom boys are still waiting for me to be bearish so they can hit the likes. I'm just joking, but thanks a lot guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Alright guys, be safe out there.